Alright guys, so today I received a package from Leggyhorse frame, which is the playable art, which is a pretty new custom frame that they just started. So let's just open it up. Alright, so the bag, throw that aside. So when you get your frame, it comes in a box, a completely sealed box. I guess it's like a set of frames inside this one box, and then you also get the instruction and the manual on how to install and design your own picture frames. So yeah, let's open the main thing up now. Usually whenever I buy frames, they don't come in like a package that's this neat. So let's see how the frame actually look like. So on the box it says Leggyhorse, get to every corners, and then there's just some materials and what's included inside the box for which set you got. So I got the picture frame quarter 810, which includes 4 frames of 10-inch times 8-inch frame. So yeah, it's perfect. So in the box we got this the screw package, which include all the screws, everything you need for the frame to be put together. It has different pieces, the corner piece, the straight connector piece, and the wall drilling piece. So yeah, that's that. And we got our frames now. So we got our frames. Looks pretty cool. It looked really easy to use, pretty neat to have. So we got 1, 2, and we got some default picture that you can put in if you don't have any picture to put in. So they give you some default pictures to put in there. Which is pretty nice if you don't have any picture that you want to put into the frame. You just want to have it in your house. They provide you with some picture to put in. So yeah, that's the third frame, and we got our last and final 4th frame. So let's put the boxes aside and let's try out the frames with my pictures. Alright, so I'm gonna put in some of my pictures, my drawings, inside the frame to see how it turns out to look like in the frame. Because usually I don't put it in my frame, so this is gonna be the first time I put into a small frame that will be able to hopefully stay on my table. So yeah, so let's try out frame. Slide in. So this frame will look like this. The one thing you have to be aware of is the back of this frame is actually made of cloth. So it's unlike the regular one, the back of the frame it used to be normally it should be like wooden cardboard or like metal board, but for Leggyhorse frame, they use a cloth, so it's more flexible. It's easy to slide it in without having too much work. But the downside is you have to be careful. Like if you don't want to stick your whole hand in there and stretch it to the point where it's just loose forever. So yeah, looks pretty good frame. Yep. So here we have for my drawing inside the frame. First one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. So all these frames are really good to keep as an individual. It looks really nice, but if you happen to get multiple of them, you could play around with it with the connector tabs, where you can put multiple frames together to make it into a shape that you want, or make it into a shape that you feel like it's the best for your environment. So let's just put them together and try it out. I personally do suggest you putting 2 on each side to make it more stable in case it's not tight enough and then your frame just falls apart. So to the final piece. So this is how it looked like at the end. This is just how I personally put it into, because I personally like it this way. Obviously you can put it you can put your last piece here, you can put it here to make any shape you want. If you have more than one set, you can possibly make a big giant wall of frames with frames to fulfill your own designs. So yeah, that's how you can play around with the Leggyhorse frames. Aside from being vertical and in the same dimension, you could also use the corner frames, where you can make it go 90 degrees. So yeah, these so this is the Leggyhorse frames. It's like it's a puzzle frame where you can put them together in your own likings. It's like a puzzle Lego where you can piece them together. You can piece your frames together to make any design you want if you have enough pieces together. So yeah, I personally really like the frame as individuals. They look really nice, easy to use, and then they're not like the traditional frames where you have to unscrew the back, and then it just takes a lot of effort to keep switching pictures and putting them together. So this I personally really like the Leggyhorse frame. They're really easy to use, really easy to carry around. Looks it has a really nice look as an individual. But the only thing that I personally think it could be better is that their connector. The idea of the connector is really pretty cool to put multiple frames together, but I feel like they should be giving out more connector, or find a way to make the frame more connects better, because multiple times when I'm putting them together and then try to move them a lot, they popped out sometimes. Yeah, especially the one that make the 90 degree turns. The 90 degree one, they only give us 4 for 4 frames, so which means you only have 1 in each connectors, which make it really unstable. Which when I was doing it, it popped out multiple times for the corner one, the 90 degrees one. So it'll be really great if they add additional one for each corner. So two for each corner will be a lot more stable than just one each corner, especially when you want to make a larger design with a frame, because I'm already having problem with 4 frames. If I only have this one single connector to hold on to each corners, it's causing a lot of issues already with simply just 4 frames. So yeah, it'll be a big improvement if they give a more stable connector, or simply just more connector to hold the frame tighter together so it won't fall apart when you want to make a bigger frame designs. So yeah, if you want to buy your own personal Leggyhorse frame, you can go down in the link below to go to the site and buy your own frames. And if you enter in the code Kureha, you will get 20% discount on the frame that you buy. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.